Okay. The computer got slow again, so I just restarted it. I'll try to finish recording. Yeah, I don't know, like the computer acts slow, but looking at the different devices, it doesn't actually show it being slow. It's a bit confusing. Hey, Ravens first. It's strange. I haven't had problems with the computer freezing up for a couple of weeks. And the problems maybe back in May. Okay. Let me check out my last recording. Okay, looks like it worked. Let's go back to this one. And let's record the audio. Okay, so I was just talking about the zombies. Up, 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 up. So what do I want to say? Hmm. Should probably talk a little bit about this farm. Peaceful. Normal. Okay, record that. Now I'll do some audio with it. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. So to get the zombie spawns, you can use any type of general mob farm where you have, such as this design of mine, where I have these platforms where mobs can spawn in, where most hostile mobs can spawn, and then we have a small redstone clock that will alternate. Where I have a small redstone clock which will come underneath and power some redstone. This will alternate between holding back water and releasing it, allowing the hostile mobs to spawn on the dry platforms. And then after a short delay, the water will come through, wash them all off, and push them towards the center. With this setup, not only do we get zombies, we also get skeletons, creepers, and spiders. And they all get pushed to the center, then drop. And then fall into another water stream, and then you push them down, which sends them to this drop chute. Okay, so now we got that part done. Did I actually record that? Yeah. This room. Okay, let's record next bit. But the real trouble comes. But the real challenge comes when trying to kill this jockey. It's not like it's hard to actually kill the jockey. The problem is if you kill the chicken, before killing the baby. Then when you kill the baby, it will not drop the disc. And this can be difficult to do because even if you attack the baby zombie first, notice the chicken has such little health that it normally will die first. Okay, they're gonna run their ad. I'm gonna go grab some water. And I will be right back. Pop, 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 pop. Pop, pop. So doing what you normally do, where you just attack the feet of the mobs, will not work in this case. Will not work if you want the new disc. Okay, I'll turn this back again. Oh, that guy's strong. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Up, 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 up. Up, up, up. And trying to focus on just attacking the top of the mob. And setting yourself up so that you can only end up hitting the zombie before hitting the chicken. You run into other problems such as other mobs will be able to... You run into another problem which is the other mobs will see you and attack you. You run into another problem which is the other mobs will see you and attack you. Guess I should tell people that we're back to streaming again. Now you can drop all the mobs super far so that they... Now you can drop all the mobs super far so that they will instantly die when they hit the ground. Where the chicken jockey, since they're on a chicken, will slowly float downwards and not take any damage. But there's always a chance you're going to get a strong skeleton that has feather falling boots or protection that can survive these heights. But there's always a chance you can get an overpowered skeleton with feather falling or protection that can survive the fall. Oh, actually it's not a bonus stream, James. I just had my PC crashed. It got slow, so I just restarted it. I don't know if this if it sends out now notifications or not. It'd take me a little while to restart the PC. Pop, pop, pop. Pop, pop. But before we try to deal with all the other mobs that are going to be in here, but before we focus on the other mobs, let's first see if we can actually get a disc out of these guys consistently, despite the chickens dying so easily. Now we can try to kill both these guys in one hit. So by using a sharpness 5 sword, and if I attack the zombie, you can see the zombie survives, but the chicken dies. Thank you, Zared. Yes, second Twitch notification. Okay. Does it actually count towards your stream streak or not? But even if we give ourselves strength 2 and use a netherite sword that has sharpness 5 and fire aspect, you can see the baby zombie does not instantly die. But there is an enchantment that does more damage to undead mobs, and that is a smite enchantment. So if we use smite 5 with our... So if we use a smite 5 netherite sword with our strength 2 potion, we can kill both of them at the exact same time. And as you see, it dropped a disc. But let's see if it works without a But let's see if it works without a strength. But let's see if it works without a strength. But let's see if it works without the strength effect, and that way we wouldn't have to get an entire beacon just for this. So it's Smite 5. So with just a Smite 5 sword that's netherite, we can also one-hit it. Okay, what's next? It didn't actually, okay, that's good. Because I never know, like, when I restart the stream, if it's going to mess up people. Stream streaks. Okay. But if we downgrade to a diamond sword, it does not one-hit him. Alright, Twitch is going to be running their ad again. You guys haven't already followed me on all my socials. Throw them up in the chat there. I'm all over the place. Check them all out. Let's see if I can record the last bits of this. But this one hitting only works if we would hit the actual zombie. As whatever we hit first will do the majority of the damage, and only a minor sweep attack will damage the other nearby mobs. So if we would happen to click on the chicken, notice that it does only a little bit of damage to the zombie. Not getting it and not insta killing it. Papa. And if we want this farm to be automatic, we're just going to be And if we want this farm to be automatic, we don't want to be actually aiming at different mobs, but rather just standing here, swinging our sword, and hitting whatever is in front of us. Meaning that if we would just sit here and swing and attack this skeleton in front, notice that the sweeping attack damage will then end up hitting the chicken nearby and killing it, but only doing a small amount of damage to the zombie, preventing us from getting any disc. Papa. So I need to find a way that so no matter what So I need to find a way so if you would So I need to find a way to kill the zombie before killing the chicken, no matter what mob we end up hitting first. Blizzard says, could you make it so that you look up the level height of the zombie? Yeah, that's what I was just talking about. Like I said, that doesn't work because you end up hitting a skeleton and that skeleton ends up killing the chicken through the sweeping attack. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, the problem is with the axe is that other mobs will see you and attack you. Like this. I was trying to explain that. I don't know if I explained that very well. You might have missed it when I was talking about that. Oh, yeah, we also passed the summer solstice, so from now on the day should be getting shorter. Oh, I'm trying to think how to transition, talking about the next point. Pop, pop, pop. So just by using a armor stand, it'll act similar to just a random mob. And in hitting it, it will apply the sweeping attack. So attacking it will apply the sweeping effect to the nearby mobs. But as you can see, we're just doing way too much damage to the chicken. Aw, shoot. But the sweeping damage is related to the sweeping edge effect, the sweeping edge enchantment, and we currently have level 3. So if I use this sword here that has no sweeping edge, enchantment, rather than a whole bunch of damage being reapplied to the nearby mobs, it will only have a half a heart. It will only apply 1 damage. So if I hit this armor stand here, you can see it does damage both to the zombie and the chicken, but it doesn't instantly kill the chicken. So we are... So this is getting closer to what we want. And we can also use the... And luckily the smite enchantment also applies when the sweeping effect is applied, meaning that when I attack this armor stand and then the sweeping effect is applied to the zombie and the chicken, it's going to do more damage to the zombie since it's undead and takes more damage from the smite than it does the chicken. So if I hit the armor stand once again, you see it will actually kill the zombie before killing the chicken. And therefore having a 100% chance at getting the music disc. Pre-damage the zombie. I already know the solution, Blizzard. I appreciate you giving suggestions, but I'm actually just recording it, acting like I don't know the answer. It just makes the video more interesting. But yeah, you could pre-damage the zombie if you wanted to. You'd have to find a way of damaging the zombie without damaging the chicken with like healing potions or something weird. Hey E5, what if you place armor stand on a trapdoor? The armor stand will be lower. If you hit the top of the armor stand, will make a difference. Yeah, I did try that early on. The problem is getting an armor stand to sit in the... If you have an armor stand like right here, then all of a sudden mobs can land on this little block. So yeah, you can't just really have an armor stand just floating in midair. If you have it on the sides, it's too far from the center to hit mobs opposite side. But I did try that. Oh, you got a ton of badges there, E5. View all 19. I didn't know there was that many badges. Okay. But I guess I could mention that in the video, because people are probably going to ask. See, it applies quarter meter down. Now the sweeping effect from the armor. Now the sweeping effect only goes so far downwards from the thing that you're attacking. Now the sweeping effect only goes down a quarter block from whatever you're initially attacking. So by raising up the armor stand like this, and then hitting it, notice it does only hit the zombie and not the chicken. The problem with this is now that we have the armor stand, the problem is we can't get the armor stand to just float like this. And instead it has to sit on top of a block, and if that block is, which means that mobs could also end up landing on top of this block, which wouldn't help our problem. And if we would try to stick the armor stand off to the side so that it's not here inside of the killing chamber, the armor stand ends up being too far away to actually damage the mobs inside. You damage the mobs on the opposite side. Oh, can you leash armor stand? No. That would be cool though. There is one after an hour. Wait, which? Claim it for yourself? Really, I really don't follow the whole badge things. It looks like there's a lot of game related ones, right? Maybe holidays too? Or events? Yeah. Get the skellies back out again. Can you ask a question? What do you mean you just asked a question? One question per year. Okay, so we need to... I guess maybe we should talk about the witches. Okay, I'm trying to think what I can say to make it transition. So now that we sort of got working with the jockey, let's see if we can also get to work while having these other mobs inside the killing chamber. Because it would be nice to use looting on... Because it would be nice while killing this guy to also be using looting on these guys to get more items per hour. Is it worth updating? I'd say E5, watch my videos on things you should do before updating, and just watch all the videos between 1.21 to the latest version. And it covers all the different rares and discontinues to collect prior to updating each version. I like the disc. What do you guys think of the disc? Oh shoot. I don't know how can I show this. And right off the bat, we run into a problem, and that is the witches, they just keep on drinking healing potion every time. Because they're not directly being hit, they're not... Because they're not directly being hit, they're only getting a small amount of the sweeping edge damage. It's very easy for the witch to drink healing potions to overcome this one damage. But if we put sweeping edge 1 onto our sword, this will do slightly more damage when attacking the witches and will eventually kill them. But now if we try this new sword on the chicken jockey, notice that it will end up killing the chicken instantly and once again leaving the zombie untouched. And once again allowing the zombie to survive. But if you look closely, you'll notice that when the chicken dies, the zombie is technically still riding on top of the chicken for quite a while. Actually, the entire time the chicken's doing the death animation, which is an entire 1 second. Meaning that if you would kill the zombie during this time, it would still drop a disc since it still thinks it's on top of the chicken. Papa. And because the sweeping effect can be done every half second, this means we can actually hit this armor stand twice in the time it takes for the animation of the chicken to complete. So if I do 2 quick attacks from So if I do 2 quick attacks, save this clip. So if I do 2 quick attacks, it will drop. So if I do 2 quick attacks, it will drop the lob. So if I okay. So if I attack the armor stand twice really quickly, it will drop. So if I do 2 quick attacks, it will drop the lava chicken music disc. It's too silly. What if they come out with more silly music discs? Then it'll fit right in. But we can only do 2 quick attacks if there's something that we can actually hit twice in a row, like But this only works if we can actually hit something in front of us twice really quickly. If something would happen to die in the first hit, then we can't get a second hit off, and therefore we won't get any disc. For this reason, we will always want to be attacking an armor stand because the armor stand will always stay put, and it doesn't matter how much. And it regenerates its health quick enough that it won't die. 13 is greater than chicken. Love chicken. I don't know. People might disagree with that one. Five is pretty good. Pop, pop, pop. But now we run into a problem that the chicken jockey's over in the far corner. How should I? Trying to think how to word this. But the death animation of oh shoot. There's a couple problems. I want to talk about each problem one at a time, though. Which one should I talk about first? Let me talk about the distance problem first. Have a good one there, Crafted. Maybe... But once again, we can have mobs that get in front of us. But we have the problem with mobs getting between us and the armor stand, so that we can't get 2 quick attacks off because their death animation will block us from clicking on the armor stand. Also, the sweeping effect of the armor stand is only applied so far off. We also have the problem that the armor stand's sweeping effect is only applied so far out from the actual armor stand. But it also takes into consideration where the player is standing, as it only as the sweeping attacks will only be applied 3 blocks away from where the player is. Little like a mob over in that corner there won't actually get any of the damage. But if I was somehow here in the center, then it didn't matter which corner the mobs were in, I would be able to do the sweeping attack to the armor stand, and it would apply it to all the mobs around it. And it would damage all around, and it would damage all the mobs inside of here. But I don't think I would live very long sitting inside of all these mobs. But I don't think I would live very long sitting inside of here. Hey, Drick. I freestyle though. I don't write a script normally, but I do kind of know what I'm gonna say, because The first stream that we did on Wednesday, I kind of already ran into all these problems and I kind of fixed them all. So I'm currently just recording like the process and how I came across it. So I decided to put the armor stand a little bit underground. This way I could hop down inside of here. I think how I'd flip this. And then when I go underneath, I'm able to attack the armor stand. And if there's any mobs up above, when I do attack it, it's going to apply the nearby sweeping attack and end up killing all of them. Pop. And now we have a whole bunch of items up here, including the disc that we need to collect, otherwise it's just going to despawn. Pop up. Now I was able to switch out most of the floor with hoppers, and we can push all of the loot over into some chests nearby. But right where there's a trapdoor, we cannot put in a hopper because that is where we will be sitting. Pop. But there's actually a recent trick where you can do when it comes to putting armor stands inside of immovable blocks like hoppers. This is by using a dispenser and then having it pointing towards the immovable block. And then when you power it, it's going to dispense the armor stand, and whatever block is there, it's just going to place it inside of it. Okay, Twitch is going to run their ad. I'll see you guys back after a little bit. I'm going to grab some more water. I'll be right back. In the meanwhile, you guys can do whatever you want during the 3-minute ad, and I'll see you guys back in a bit. Okay, everybody's back. Hop up. So we can do the same trick inside of our collection system here by placing in the hopper first, then powering the dispenser that places in the armor stand, and then we can switch this out with another hopper. And now we have an armor stand that is sitting partly above and partly below. Okay. Up, up. So now it's almost like how it was before with the trap door. I just need to get the player down there so I can actually click on the armor stand to do the sweeping attack on it. And because the sweeping attack is based off of my player's feet, if I would attack from here, notice it's not actually damaging the mobs in the corner over there. So I need to get my player closer to the center. So I just need to make enough room for my player so that when we are in swimming mode, we're able to actually fit underneath. And if we look how big the player is, you can see the player is 10 pixels tall. And if we check the current hole here, we can see that it is currently 4 pixels. We need to add another 6 pixels down into this block so that we can fit nice and snugly inside. Did I say 6 or 4? Hopefully I said 6. Papa. Oh, thank you, Stu. So if I come here to my world where I have every block sorted by their size, and if we count down 6 pixels, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, this row here is any of the blocks we can choose in order to do this result. Choose in order to get a result. I'm going to use the lightning rod as getting copper is easy early game. Okay. So by putting in a lightning rod, armor stand will drop down a little bit, but now we can actually come in here by first placing ourselves into Elytra mode. And we can get ourselves into swimming mode just by having a trapdoor here, opening it up. This will shrink us down. And now if we just walk over towards where our little rod is, we'll be able to sneak up on top of it. And now we're And now we're super close to the hopper. So that we're now close as possible to the hopper. And that way when we attack the armor stand, it will then do the sweeping attack to the nearby mobs. Let's go ahead and test it with our chicken jockey if you do 2 quick attacks. If you do 2 quick attacks, we'll see that the zombie was killed. Oh, actually that didn't work last time. It worked this time. Oh, let me put a little bit more delay in my clock. If you do 2 quick attacks, we see it was... Oh. Maybe... Oh, because it's inside the hopper. Oh, okay. How should I do this? I guess we can put the carpet on. I guess I could put it on top. Maybe it'll act differently. And then maybe when I attack it. We'll see. I don't want to move around though. Oh, there's always those bots. Okay. So we'll put it there. We'll give it a well. I guess I can go underneath first. Papa. So let's go ahead and test it. We'll give it 2 quick attacks, and it turns out that the jockey is dying a little bit too slowly, and we're not getting no disc. Okay. Oh, thank you, Abyss. Tick rate 1. And if you watch this in slow mode, we'll see what the problem is. The problem is that when you knock it back, it goes way up in the air, and because the zombie is so far up in the air, when you hit the armor stand a second time, it's too far away for the sweeping attack to actually reach it. And because of that, it doesn't take any damage, and because of that, the zombie doesn't die while it's still on the chicken. And then when you do end up killing it, okay, that's fine. Ooh. Ooh, my Minecraft crashed. Okay, the stream's still going. My Minecraft crashed. I had to restart it or something. Okay, it looks like my computer actually completely froze. Well, not everything. Should have the video out, hopefully have it out by tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, I might just end the stream. Just because I have been streaming for 6 hours. Over 6 hours. And I have to restart. I think I have to restart my computer because of all this. Might be kind of annoying. Okay, we'll just end the stream. I'm not gonna raid anybody because I can't open my internet because my computer froze. But you guys can raid whoever you want, whatever Minecraft streamer you're raiding. Let them know you're coming in with the Raiseworks raid. You choose whoever you want. Hopefully I get this video out by tomorrow. It's not a too complicated video, just kind of like, you know, I kind of want to talk about the process in which how I figured out all these, overcome each of these problems. So look forward to that video. I guess if it doesn't come out tomorrow, it'll come out. Oh, okay, well I guess we can start the raid for them. Raid. There. Okay, you guys can raid whoever you want, or we're gonna raid my puppy. But yeah, appreciate you guys joining today's stream. Sorry about all the crashing of the stream. We did record quite a bit of the video, like I said. Hopefully, it might take a while to edit. Maybe I'll put it out on Sunday. I don't know. I don't really like putting it out mid-Saturday, but we'll see. I'll continue recording the rest of this. And yeah, it should be up on YouTube, whatever. It's gonna be a nice little video. Hopefully people find it interesting. But yeah, thanks guys for all the support. If you guys do have Amazon Prime or Twitch Prime, make sure to use it up each and every month. Oh, I guess we missed a raid earlier from Easy Streams. Oh, I didn't realize he came in with a raid. Somehow I missed that. Maybe I was during my break or something. Appreciate that raid. Thanks for all the support, guys. And yeah, use up your Amazon Prime each and every month. Great way to support me for no extra cost. And next stream will be this Saturday and Sunday. Saturday we'll hopefully be done with this video by then, and we can work on the next project, which will be cool. Probably working on the tree farm, or yeah, the TNT thing. But yeah, we'll head over there with raid. Thanks guys so much. Have a good one. Spam their chat up with raid message or whatever. And bye bye.